Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, we're in the beautiful city of Denver, Colorado. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jokic.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
We all witnessed the Nuggets making a big leap last season. Coach Mike Malone said, when you miss the playoffs 2 years in a row and your defense is bottom 5, something's got to give. Our guys deserve all the credit. We didn't come up with a grand master plan. We do what we do, but harder, better, and for longer stretches. Kevin?
Just putting in the extra work. All right, thanks, David. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt, with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Dennis Smith is out there with Barrett. And it's Dotson in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. So the Nuggets win the tip. And here is Murray. No good that time. Excellent defense there from Smith. Here's Barrett. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Thunder. Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. The second chance effort. Randall grabs the board. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Knicks. Barrett the pass to Smith. Here's Dotson, guarded by Porter. Jokic with the steal. Harris outside. Pass to Murray. He kicks it to Porter. Here's Jokic. It's deflected.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
Robinson passes to Dotson. They get a hand on it. And it's Denver with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Knicks on offense. Smith outside. To the left wing. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Harris with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. He dishes it to Murray. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Smith outside. To the middle. Robinson kicks to Smith. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, Smith is both a volume and efficient three-point scorer. I mean, he shoots a lot of them, but he makes a good percentage of them, too.
Denver with the ball. 4-point game. Harris outside. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The pass to Millsap. Over Barrett, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
Oh, I like seeing Millsap sell that pump fake. He's very effective at drawing the foul once that defender has bit on the fake.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
The first free throw is good.
You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets.
Now here's Porter, following the miss by Julius Randle. Goes up the baseline. The putback, it's good on the putback. And that'll tie this game up.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Barrett. Down low. Here's Robinson. Good defense by Jokic.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Murray for 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Murray plays with such a nice rhythm, especially on offense, and he's got a really good feel and understanding of when to shoot the pull-up.
Now here is Smith. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And it's Randle, top of the key. Over Murray. Randle with the bucket.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randle working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. That shot is off.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Porter with the steal. Knocks it loose. Denver in the lead. To the paint. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Now Randall, following the miss by Paul Millsap from deep. For three, Smith, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And I tell you what, if the defender is not on Smith before the pass, it's too late because he's always ready to fire, and he burns you.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Just 5 on the clock. Porter, no luck.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Murray against Smith. Pass to Dotson. And here's Randall. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Murray with it. Picked up by Barrett. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A 3-pointer is right on target.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Smith against Murray. Smith the pass to Barrett. Randall left side. Over to the left wing. Over Millsap. Randall no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
That puts them in the lead. Harris has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Can't give Harris any breathing room from the mid-range. He's excellent in that space.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Millsap. Jeremy Grant comes in for Porter. Martin's checked in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Randall. Marcus Morris is checked in for Damian Dotson. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Smith. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
First free throw is good. Some guys check the league standings every day. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach when you played?
Hey, I didn't look at them much because we were a team that was struggling, Kevin. We were just trying to find our way to being competitive back in the early 80s with the Pacers. So I never got to the point where we were a team that was looking at the standings daily. And I avoided the papers pretty much throughout my career just because to me was a bit of a waste of energy and time. I had more things to focus on than where we were in the standings and what people might be saying and writing about us.
Now here's Plumlee. Grant finds Barton. Barrett the pass to Morris. The fadeaway off the left rim and out. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Grant. No good there. Now the Knicks take it the other way. It's Portis, high post. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
Here's Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Grant. Denver passing it around. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Boy, the energy, the passion. Gibson plays with a real fire inside, an aggressive dunker.
Now Morris. 9 points last game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Gibson sends it back.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
No good from Payton. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 5. Morris looking over the floor. Martin with it. Guarded now by Morris. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Now looking now at the numbers for Morris. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Now, here's Barrett. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Payton. Portis, great positioning on the putback. Now it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Morris passes to Green. The Nuggets with another miss. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 15-5 run here. Morris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Knicks lead by 9.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And a breakthrough season for Marcus Morris in 2018 and 19. Career highs almost across the board.
Now here's Plumlee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Morris kicks to Barton. It's stolen by Barrett. And a fast break now for New York. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. R.J. Barrett, 4th.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he's always looking for the open man, Greg. Eyes seem to be all over in the back of his head as well. His arrow is definitely pointing up as a playmaker.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Greg, the Celtics are encouraging their players to take mental health just as seriously as their physical health. Marcus Morris brave enough to say that helped him a lot.
I mean, the Morris twins growing up in the hard streets of Philly. I mean, a lot to overcome, but by getting some help, that's exactly what Marcus is doing.
And Morris drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Morris outside. Dishes it to Green. Payton against Morris. Grant gets a wide open look. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. If he senses the defense is playing off him, as the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
Now here's Green after the miss from Bobby Portis. Now here's Payton. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Greg, Elfrid Payton's continued to improve his game, and so far so good.
Yeah, a marked improvement in long-range percentage. Good size and defensive potential as well. He's knocking down shots. We might have something in Elfrid Payton.
First one falls for him.
Man, what a season it was for the Nuggets and Coach Mike Malone. He helped the Nuggets move into elite status in the West. You know, they went from out of the playoffs in 2018 to second in the West in 2019.
The Knicks making a switch here. Knox is checked in. And that one falls, so he hits both of them.
Elfrid Payton is known primarily for his playmaking ability. The way he moves the ball is exactly what you want from your point guard.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morris, no good. The Knicks leading by 11. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Heaton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, even when Payton takes tough shots against good defense, you feel comfortable with it because he's so good at making shots through contact.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. That's good from Payton.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Here's Barton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the pass to Plumlee. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play. Like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old, I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like, I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Millsap and Plumlee are playing up front. Will Barton is out there with Morris, and it's Green in at the 3. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Knox. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Barrett the pass to Portis. Over Plumlee, and it's Denver with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one, and that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Here's Green, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Guys, that is concentration right there. Love how Green stayed in control and focused on the task at hand.
Here's Payton, feeds it to Barrett. It doesn't go for him. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Dotson's checked in for New York. The Nuggets trail by 9. Up top, Morris. Covered by Payton. And the wide open shot from Green. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Denver.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Payton against Morris. Payton looking around. And a wide open look for Portis. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
New York leading by 6. Here's Knox. It's stolen by Green. And here they come. Here's Morris. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Payton attacking. Here's Portis. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Denver's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Green, no luck.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Dotson gets the bucket. Dotson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Denver.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
Well, the Nuggets were a surprise team to many last year, but they look poised to be good for a long time.
I could not agree with you more. They were the youngest team in the Western Conference, guys, in terms of the playoffs, and they've got a solid salary cap situation. This could be the start of a golden age for the Nuggets, pun intended.
And the Knicks with possession here, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Morris right side. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Green. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Millsap has the open look and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Decisive on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
Outside Portis. Over Millsap. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Double team on Millsap. Out to the wing. Morris against Payton. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it. Morris, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The feed to Payton. Back to Knox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, you knew it was going to take some time for Kevin Knox, but Greg, at the end of last season, he began to show flashes of what he could do.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time.
That free throw, no good. Clark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray kicks to Porter. Passes to Millsap. Back to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. There's Porter with the 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dotson in the corner. Back to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing here by 8. Shot from the top of the key. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And here's Smith. 8 points for him. Here's Knox. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The first one falls. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Both good from the line that time. The Nuggets trail by 8. Harris outside. Murray surveying the D. And it's Grant in the corner. No good with the triple. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Knox. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. On the wing, Harris. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside. And Grant sends it back. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets shooting a meager 37% for the game. Deep 2 from Murray.
You know, after making 1 3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Smith, no luck.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And a wide open look for Porter. Off target with his 3. New York shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Dotson. Puts up a 3. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Jokic rebounded by Knox. The Knicks shooting 43% for the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Randall.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
And it's the Nuggets ball. It's a 10-point game. Outside, Porter. Back to Murray. Trying to get something going. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
Well, I tell you what, Murray is quite skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting himself to the line. You know, you look at Jamal Murray, and this guy just seems to be a natural scorer. Has no problem scoring the basketball from anywhere and all angles. Has tremendous confidence at the offensive end. And, guys, I think he's just scratching the surface.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And with the way Murray scores, Clark, he's a great fit for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin, because the team has plenty of playmakers and guys like Jokic, and that takes some of the playmaking pressure away from Murray. It allows Murray to simply just focus on what he does best, which is put the ball in the basket.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Porter. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New York. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. To the wing on the left. Here's Gibson, and there's another one for the Knicks.
A competent score from the mid-range. Actually, maybe his best part of his game. Gibson's solid at recognizing when that shot's available.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Murray with it. 8 points for him. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Now Smith. He's got 8. Randle right side, right wing. Barrett with the ball. Now defended by Grant, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Gary Harris.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
And that one falls for Barrett. Clark, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic.
Yes.
Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. DeMarcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Gasol is also in that list.
Yeah, you'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
Randle passes to Knox. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Barton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Smith drops in the layup for 2. Smith's got 10.
You can't give Smith a clear lane to the hole, Kevin. I mean, when he sees it, he gets right into the defense and takes advantage of his speed.
Smith against Murray. Martin left side. Back to Murray. It's stolen by Smith. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Smith's running.
Yeah, you can't be careless around Smith. That's when he strikes because he's so quick.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Here's Murray. And that one is off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Knox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results. 2.
First free throw is good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
For the Nuggets, Green, he's checked in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Portis, he's checked in for New York. Marcus Morris comes in for Barrett. Good on both. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. On the wing, Morris. Covered by Smith. Pass to Jokic. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Oh, that's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Nuggets making a change here. Seven seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Smith. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's New York with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, you guys scored a lot in the first half. What are you doing well offensively?
I think it starts with defense. We're able to get out in transition. We're getting rebounds and pushing the ball. I think that's what's getting us open looks.
Well, we'll see if you can keep doing that in the second half, Elfrid. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Big-time play throughout the first half from Dennis Smith. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, Ernie, they had a ton of fouls. Jeez. And the points they gave up at the free throw line added up in a hurry. They got to calm down during the break and play much more control in the second half.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Dennis Smith in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Dennis Smith is out there with Barrett. And it's Dotson in at the small forward. Barrett, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Dotson. The pass to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Millsap. Randall no good. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They trail by 14. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Knicks shooting reasonably well, 45%. Well, Clark, one thing you have to respect about Jamal Murray is how intense of a competitor he is.
And you can't substitute competitive spirit, Kevin. It's a great attribute to have, and you see that in how he's improved his game year to year. I mean, he loves being in the spotlight, going up against the game's big-name guards, and he doesn't shy away at all. That's a credit to him.
Here's Smith. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Pass to Randall. Back to Smith. Now, here's Barrett. Guarded closer. Over Harris. That one wide left.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. And the lead is down inside single digits. Jokic has got 7 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Well, Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And D.A., that's when he is at his best. Thank you. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Nuggets trail by 10. Harris outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
And you take a look at Smith, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to #1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
He hits the second from the line. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one's good. Millsap.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 14 points.
Kevin, it's pretty cool to watch this guy be in this kind of a zone. Dennis Smith, amazing at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Shoots a fader. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Nikola Jokic.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Dotson, and it's good for 2. So it's Denver now. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Murray against Smith. Murray kicks to Jokic. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The drive by Smith, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Knicks leading by 11. Now here is Smith. 14 points for him. Randall outside. Back to Dotson. Just 5 on the clock. Off on the layup. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Back to Randall. Pass to Robinson. Trying to get open is Randall, and it's Robinson that time on the assist from Randall. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective
all night long.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Porter. Barton comes in for Gary Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. The Knicks also changing it up. Gibson comes in for Randall. And Morris subbed in for Damian Dotson. Now, here is Morris. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Millsap inside, covered by Smith. Millsap misses. The Knicks leading by 13. Smith drives in. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
What a fantastic finish there on the break.
A textbook kickback to set up the easy finish.
Nuggets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Here's Jokic. 9 points in the game so far. Over Barrett. And that one goes long.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Morris kicks to Smith. Barrett with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And Barrett gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the pass to Millsap. Gibson against Grant. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Nuggets. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
Well, I think for Denver, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Now here is Robinson. 17-point lead, their biggest. And Barrett gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Morris against Smith. Can they get it? Second chance shot, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Friday, the Minnesota Timberwolves will come into town.
And that game against the Lakers, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Free throw good for Morris.
And, you know, you look at Monte Morris, this former Iowa State Cyclone, really an ideal option as a backup point guard because he's efficient and gets a lot done in limited playing time.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic, and it's Green in for Paul Millsap. And Morris drops them both. And Morris Clark, a second-round pick in 2017. He came alive in his sophomore season.
I love the fact that he got his chance and he made the most of it, Kevin. He showed great poise and awareness, excellent in terms of his shot selection, and was highly productive as a scorer and playmaker off the bench.
Now, here is Morris. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 2 on the clock. The three-pointer, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Green, no luck. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. To the middle. Here's Portis. That shot, no good. Plumlee with some nice D. And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
That's good from Plumlee. And he can't hit the second. The Knicks leading by 16. To the inside. Plumlee with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Barton. Kept alive. And it's Grant in the corner. No good off the back of the rim.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Out to Morris. Passes it to Barrett. Here's Portis. And here's Barrett. He's got 13. Out to Smith. Fires for three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Barton dishes to Green. Pass to Morris. Martin with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Morris into the lane. Knocks it loose. Barton passes to Grant. Great D that time from Portis.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Morris. The shot from the low post is good. Morris has got 6 points.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
New York calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. Third is R.J. Barrett.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Yep, and this past month, guys, he's been really unstoppable, scoring at will, gaining more and more confidence as he does so. It will be hard to get him out of that zone at this point, playing with a lot of confidence.
Now, here is Morris. For three, Smith. But they get it back. Here's Barrett. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Millsap's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Barrett with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 15. .30 left in the third quarter. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Barrett brings the double team. Outside for Millsap. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Pass to Portis. Now Barrett. 3 seconds left. And yes, it's good. That's now 8 points for Bobby Portis. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks lead by 17. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 17-point game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Plumlee are playing up front. Will Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Grant in at the small forward.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Denver shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Back to Morris. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Here's Dotson following the basket by Paul Millsap. And the pass to Barrett. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Dotson can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 19. Left side Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
The inside game of Harris continues to get better. He's effective at finding spots inside to score from.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Dotson, guarded by Harris. To the right side. Lets it go with a 3. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Murray, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Harris with it. Picked up by Barrett. That 3 off the mark. The Knicks leading by 20. It's Randall with the drive, and he dunks it down.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randall from most other power forwards.
Denver shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. And that'll be his third foul so far. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Murray outside. Randall against Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Murray kicks to Porter. The Knicks pull it in. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Now, here's Barrett, guarded by Harris. Outside Portis. Passes it to Barrett. Over Harris. Some solid defense from Harris. Denver shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Poked loose. The Knicks leading by 22. Barrett the pass to Portis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Smith outside. To the wing right side. Pass to Dotson. Bounce pass Smith. Here's Robinson. Misses off the right iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Porter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Free throw good, Porter. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
And he makes both free throws. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
The Knicks leading by 20. It's Randall with the drive, and Randall throws it down.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max force throwdown.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Denver. The three. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
He's really a dangerous perimeter shooter. Harris is great at cashing in from this spot on the floor.
Smith against Murray. Smith outside. For 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Now here is Harris. On the wing, Porter. Murray outside. Here's the teardrop. Robinson with the block.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Yeah, I tell you, he's got a great vertical. I mean, this guy can bounce and dunk easily. Always a luxury to have a point guard who can throw it down on you when he needs to.
Here's Murray. Harris outside. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. New York called for the foul.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. New York leading by 19. Now here is Smith. Randall outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Dotson. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Feeds it to Randall. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Murray. And he lays it straight in. Murray's got 6 here in this quarter.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Floats it up for Randall. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Just another way Randall can beat you. Good hands for the catch and finish at the rim.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Pass to Jokic. He feeds it to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Jokic with the steal, and pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter outside. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Barrett dishes to Robinson. Yep, that one goes. And the Knicks lead by 19.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 28 points for the game.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of ways, and he brings the effort on every possession.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Clark, last season we saw more of the global games series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
Here's Craig. And here's Napier. Over Gibson. And it's Napier missing. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. Ellington the pass to Trier. Randall outside. Clock at 6. There's the dish to Barrett. The feed to Gibson. New York moving it around. The shot's good from Ellington.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And this is going to be repayment for the last game they played against one another. And this will be their last regular season matchup of the year. A nice job to even it at 1 apiece for the season series against the Nuggets.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for R.J. Barrett.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Here's Trier following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Randall passes to Trier. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. It's stolen by Barrett. On the wing, Ellington. Nice move. Trier from long range. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets now in offense. Here's Barton. Cans the 12-footer.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Trier. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. With Elfrid Payton, bench was big tonight. How confident are you in their abilities?
Very confident. Those guys work on their games. They know that time's going to come, and then when the opportunity comes, they're ready for it. So I'm very confident in all my teammates.
Well, they had your back tonight, Elfrid. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.